Hi, Cece.
Hi, Alex. Nice to meet you.
We're here today to talk about CinePride, a brand new film festival celebrating LGBTQ plus cinema, which will take place in Los Angeles from September 11 to September 14. Is that correct?
Correct. You have to come.
I'll try my very best to be there, I promise. You're the executive director of the festival, so of course we have all the questions for you. Are you ready to start?
Yes, let's do this.
Okay, this is CinePride's first year. Can you take us back to the moment the idea for the festival first clicked for you and the team? And what made you all decide now was the right time to bring it to life?
Well, this actually comes from a place of grief. I lost my husband a year and a half ago.
I'm so
And
sorry for your loss.
thank you. But it's always good to go and turn something really sad into something beautiful and like almost, it's a good thing to memorialize him by doing something really positive for everyone. I started in the independent filmmaking community as well before I transitioned into TV. Um, and I just understood and I knew that there's a place um that needs help, and that's our community. And now that I'm getting older, now that I'm 50 in March, um, I've always wanted to afford other people all the opportunities that were granted to me, especially as a person of color, an immigrant. Um, because it doesn't happen to everyone, and I know that. I know the privileges that I've had.
I feel that on a personal level. As a Mexican trying to find my place in this industry, it's not easy.
It's not easy, and that's the thing. Michelle Obama said this one thing before that really resonated with me, which is, when the doors of opportunity open for you, you bring others, and you don't close that door, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, for those who are just hearing about Cine Pride for the first time, how would you describe the festival and what audiences can expect when they walk through the doors this September?
I think what's really important and beautiful about it is that we have a lot of different films that are premiering at our film festival. And we have trans films, we have non-binary films, we have gay films, lesbian films. And even when you come to the opening and the closing party, that's how the world is. You have many different kinds of colors and genders and orientations, and really creating a space that doesn't foster so much about competition, but it's about collaboration. That's my hope, because when I did the film festival rounds when I was younger, um it felt very much like that. It felt we're supposed to be doing something inclusive of everyone, but what happens is it becomes kind of competitive. And really, that does nothing but hurt us in the long run. And it's really kind of counterintuitive when you should really be celebrating each other's geniuses and creativity and then help each other and not see each other as a threat,
Yeah,
especially also with like politically where we're at, where people are being torn apart from their families. We have to create a space. And I also am, maybe I'm just old that way. I don't like it when people complain online and they think that that's enough. No, you don't just complain. You have to do something tangible. And I think that's what makes CinePride really special. It's a number of industry professionals that I know and myself, and we decided to go for it and create a home for these films to be seen.
yes, because this festival isn't just about screening films, it's also about
Correct.
mentorship,
Hmm.
networking, and building community. Now I understand why you wanted that to be the core of Cine Pride. And you mentioned it earlier. We're seeing a rise in anti-LGBTQ plus rhetoric and legislation, especially in the US, but also all around the world.
Yes.
From your perspective, how can festivals like Cine Pride help with visibility in this climate we're living in?
I think one way to prove it is that when we come together as a community and there's more of us, they see our numbers and um how we're unstoppable when we're all together. Again, instead of turning against each other, it's really coming together and supporting one another. versus seeing each other as the enemy. And I think that that's like the big problem, right? Like when you are an immigrant, basically when you come to America, they tell you we only have this much space for people who look like you. So your tendency isn't really about making community, it's about seeing each other as the enemy. And and it's important to know that yeah, sure, there are a lot of like discord and all of that within our community. One is admitting that, right? Because if you don't admit to what the problem is,
That's the
you
starting
can't,
point.
yeah, like you can't amend it. Um, but then there are like groups of people who will be your chosen family and know that that is afforded you.
Yeah, so do you see Cine Pride as both an artistic event and an act of activism?
Both. I mean, I think that's it. Like, why do we have to choose one or the other? Two things can be true at the same time. And when you find your voice, and what's really important for me is not just for the community to see the films. What's more important is to see our allies or the community at large seeing these stories. Because we already know within the community what it's about. You know, we all almost have the same values, except for the whack people who support what's happening right now. But
There's
um,
always that.
there's always that. But it's important that our allies see our films, you know?
Yes, to show these films to a wider audience.
Exactly. I mean, because otherwise it's an echo chamber. And we're all just telling each other the same thing over and over.
CinePride's mission talks about championing excellence in
Yes.
queer storytelling. In your view, what makes a queer film truly stand out?
Other than because I come from the world of TV and fashion because of slave model management that I also
Yeah,
own, um, to me, it's really about being better in your craft, right? It's like, sure, you can have the best story, but if you are not doing it in a really technically beautiful thing or way, you, you can have the best film, but if nobody sees it, what good is that? Right. And you have to be open. You have to be open to creative criticism, as long as it's kindly said.
yeah.
You know, I think that's what's really important.
And well, you've spent years championing trans and non binary
Yes.
representation through slave model management and your film work. How has that experience shaped your vision for Cine Pride and the kinds of stories you wanted to see in its first lineup? Because we have something for
Um,
everyone, all
well,
the colors of the rainbow.
well, first, you have to have a very good team who supports your vision. I'm always going to be thankful to Michael Daly and also to Miguel Santos, our programming director. Um, it's not just me. It's it's a number of people. One, you appreciate all these people, right? And then secondly, um, I think when you lead with kindness and understanding and a genuine curiosity. When I did my first film, What's the Tea, which led to Slay Model Management, I really just wanted to learn about the other people in my community. And it was just that. And I've met so many wonderful people. I met Tita Ida, who's from San Francisco with Trans Thrive. I've worked with Queen Victoria. Um, all of these amazing women and men really within the community. So I've always just championed it because I acknowledge my privilege as a gay man, right? I think it's kind of our job to help people that we are lumped in together with, um, to be afforded the same things that you're getting.
To open the doors to others.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And have fun in the same time. I think it's
Obviously, that's the most important
yeah.
part. Now, CinePride first lineup spans everything from intimate dramas like, and I don't want to mispronounce it, so I'm going to read it, A Life
Yes.
Inside Me,
From India. Yeah.
to wild genre pieces like Prom
Yes.
Party Massacre and Lip
Yes.
Sync Assassin.
Lip sync assassins from the Philippines, and I think that's what's beautiful. And like, we have Fight, Fight, Fight from Mexico. Um, it's just wonderful. I'm excited. I think that's it. I'm equally honored to be for them to submit to our film festival. Even those who submitted and didn't make it, I'll always be grateful to them.
Because at least they tried. They tried to put their work out there.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're doing what needs to be done right now.
That's correct.
How did you approach putting together such a wide-ranging lineup for the festival's debut?
I have a really great programming director. It's we have a screening committee from people within the community and the industry. Um, I watched all the films, and really that's it. But because I'm executive director, I don't necessarily make the choices. I support what my team does. And really, things that resonate, or a lot of these things, whether you're gay, bi, trans, non-binary, we're just all getting through life. And these are things that are just relatable with one another. No matter what your socioeconomic status is, no matter what your educational status is, it's the same thing. We're all leading the same life, and there will always be something to relate to. Like,
Yeah, in the community, there are a lot of shared
yeah,
experiences.
exactly.
Several films in this year's lineup, like you mentioned, are making their world, US, or West Coast premieres. How do you see the festival playing a role in helping these films find a wider audience or secure further distribution? Because that's important to get them out there.
Well, because I am still in the industry, it's basically the Rolodex that I have. And really getting to be seen, especially in the epicenter of entertainment, which is Los Angeles, and being the new film festival in town, that sees, I look at things in a different lens because I did grow up elsewhere. So I have certain sensitivities that other people may not have.
Yeah, different experiences that have shaped you.
Yeah, exactly. And not to say which one is better, but you know, it
Helps.
it helps. It really helps because it's very different when you go and like pitch even a film to someone or a TV show. And if you're looking across the table and somebody doesn't look like you, they may not understand it.
Well, most of the time they don't.
Yeah, you're being polite.
It's important to have people like us, you know?
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Now, the festival includes panels,
yes.
workshops, and networking events alongside screenings. Is there one event outside the screenings that you're especially excited for?
Yes, but we're working with NBCU launch. Um, that's one thing. And also we have a lot of surprise panelists who really are in the world of distribution and really about the business of it. And also even within the world of beauty. Because I think that's like one of the art department is one thing that a lot of people miss when it comes to,
Overlooked.
yeah, that's
They get
overlooked.
overlooked all the time.
Yeah. Even like production design, right? Like we're putting together all of these things, so it's exciting. And even like the director's breakfast, right? Like that, in order for each other to see each other, that it's like, listen, we all go through the same thing. Independent filmmaking is not easy.
We all have these shared experiences
Yeah,
as a
exactly.
community. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
CinePride will also honor films
yes,
and creators with the CinePride Awards. That sounds
correct.
amazing, by the way. How do these awards help further the festival's mission of visibility and excellence?
Well, yeah, I mean, like all the press that's happening, like which we're doing now, we get to talk about them. And because social media can only take you so far.
Yep.
But really, you can't buy groceries with likes. You can't. It's really about a human experience. It's about sharing a space, knowing and understanding that we all have shared experiences, and celebrating the hardships that come along with it. But I'm not one to always just be in a um I'm so tired also of over celebrating underachievement because like spaces for people who look like us are not created.
We have to create them.
We have to, and that's it. It's like we're not always, and we should not always be on the receiving end of help. We should also help others.
Yeah, like we've said,
Yep.
open the doors for others like us.
Yeah.
There's something very powerful about queer audiences watching queer stories together in a theater. That
Yeah,
shared
exactly.
experience we've been talking about. How would you describe the kind of energy and atmosphere you want to foster at CinePride?
I want it to be a very open place where everyone's there and given a voice. Hey, girl.
Hello.
And really just mutual respect and kindness and a celebratory space. And um people can only be shady for so much and it's funny. After a while, it gets old, you know.
Like you mentioned before, not a place of competition, but a place of community.
Yeah.
For young LGBTQ plus creatives who might be watching CinePride from afar this year, what advice would you offer for getting their stories made and seen?
Stay present and please get to know the people around you and don't live in your phone. That would be the advice. And really watch people's work from back in the day because you can't get to the future without looking to the past.
Yeah. Is there a word or feeling you hope people associate with CinePride after attending? Come again?
Oh, jubilation. I want them to feel happy. I want them to feel celebrated and seen. And I want them to take Ubers because they might be drunk.
Safety
Safety
first.
first.
To wrap this up, if you could leave audiences with one lasting impression after the festival's final screening, what would you want it to be?
I want people to feel hopeful.
That's beautiful,
I want people to feel hopeful. I want people to know that they're not alone. Those are
especially right now.
more so right now, you know?
Yeah, it's needed more than ever.
Yes, exactly.
Cece, thank you so much for sharing your time with us today.
Thank you.
We can wait to see CinePride light up LA this September. Before we go, is there anything else you'd like to share about the festival? Where can folks go to get tickets or learn
Sure.
more about it?
Yeah. What I would like for everyone to know is that CinePride doesn't just happen during the film festival. We're open throughout the year, which is why we'll have private screenings. We're going to have more panels, and really just you have 365 days in the year. It's not just this weekend. And that's what we're very proud of. So please do support us, and we're very excited to see you at the Landmark and also the Godfrey Hotel.